I know how it's all gonna end. It's just a rerun. A rerun of my favorite episode. It's a game of cat and mouse. You're the mouse. And you're gonna run and scream. They always scream.
Cartoon Cat. He was created by Trevor Henderson on August 4th, 2018. Now, his backstory is he was from a canceled cartoon show from the 1930s, 1949 to be exact. Uh, but this is in the lore, of course, not in real life. Now, he was pretty popular when I was younger, at least to my memory. I recall at least a few kids in school talking about him. But unfortunately, like many great horror stories, they all come to an end eventually. And Cartoon Cat's story was, well, he never did really have a huge story from what I look from the research I did. And also from what I remember, he started dying around the COVID era, which was 2020, 2021, uh, which was also around the time most of Trevor Henderson's creations were dying, such as Siren Head, Skeleton, Longhorse Guy. Hey, that's all I know how to pronounce it. Skeleton, Longhorse Guy. I don't know, bro. Cartoon Cat has a lot of powers. One of them being, and probably the most common one he'll use, especially when chasing someone down, is his long elongated limbs. I think that's the right word. Yeah, that's the right word. Basically, what I mean by that, though, is he can distort his limbs and make them stretch as far as he wants, which is scary to think about for me. Like, what's happening to his bones when he does that? Or more, ooh, a better question actually is, what does this sound like? I'd imagine that sounds disgusting. Another thing he could do, which you could say if you want to consider it a power or not, I am for the sake of this video, is feasting on fear, I guess. Like, whenever someone is really scared of something, you're shaking, you're crying and stuff. He has ability, which my favorite character Pennywise could do. It's not really ability, I guess. It's more of a mind game. They enjoy the fear. It's flavorful to them, which, if I'm being honest, I can relate. But moving on from that, let's talk a little bit about his design. Not really wanting to make his design a whole chapter. Um, well, let's get all this out of the way. He is a black cat with very human teeth. It's not human like. Let's be honest. It is just human teeth. That is what it is. Which is the scariest part about him to me, probably. The fact he could just tear human flesh and so easily and eat it with human teeth and not like dog teeth or actual genuine cat teeth or something like that. Um, now, why I mentioned him being a black cat is kind of interesting. My theory that I personally have, which I wouldn't be surprised if it already is a theory, he's kind of like a witch or something, you know? Like, I know he kind of is inspired or came out of a cartoon in the lore, but think about it. In the old days, all the way back in time. Yes, all the way back in time, because that makes sense. We would burn black cats because we thought they were some kind of witches. We'd also burn women because we thought they were witches. But moving on from that, I'm sure you guys could see where I'm coming from, kind of, right? Yeah, you guys understand. Anyways, I think that's all for this video. And as Cartoon Cat once said,